so hard. They were tired. We were all tired. But, I mean, they got out there and worked, whether it was 90 degrees in the sun or if it was pouring down rain. They were out there making it happen.
Well, the camaraderie you're able to build with something like that. I mean, of course, you've done a tremendous job of keeping this program established and strong, but just making kids want to be with each other. What fun that's got to be.
Oh, it was amazing. They were so stoked about what they were going to do. They had hype days, what colors they were going to wear on which day, and we played games at night. People talked to people that might not have otherwise ever spoken to. So it was really great to see different kinds of relationships. And, that's the kind of
just getting drummers to talk to anybody other than other drummers. I mean,
we had one day that was almost awkward when we asked all the kids. We numbered them out 1 through 15. We sat them at different tables for lunch. And they're like, I don't get to sit with my normal crew. Oh, yeah, there was –
woodwinds have to talk to brass. Right. This is bad.
It got intense for a second. But once they realized that it wasn't going to happen every meal, they're, okay, all right, I'll meet a couple other people. But I cannot tell you how awesome that experience was. The staff that I had was amazing. The band parents, band parents already work hard. But then to ask them to not only be there all day and all night, but to also help cook meals, prepare to bring in the food, to make sure that every twisted ankle, every bug bite, every I'm hot gets taken care of.
We're not going home to mom and dad every time. So wow, that's amazing. Okay, I can't unsee that. Thank you, Chance. That's going to be burned in my mind for the rest of my life.
We love you too, Chance.
Yes, we turned around and there was Chance getting
jiggy with it, right?
Yes, he was. There's the horn. They're getting ready to start things up. But, Johnny, you do such a great job of offering to come up here and help us out at halftime to talk about the band program. It is something that I was a part of when I was in high school under Ray Johnson, and to see it continue to be thriving and living up to the title of the Pride of Troup County. And I appreciate all that you do. Of course, took classes from your father when I was at Grange College and just watched you grow up, and to see what you're doing here for us is just amazing. I sure do appreciate you.
Well, I'm glad to be up here with you. Thanks for having us up, and thanks for the support of the Tiger Band.
All right. We're going to step away for just a moment, and we'll have our kickoff for the second half. Some of the younger guys get down on the field, but our thanks to Johnny Hurd for joining us here at halftime. The Troup High School Tigers are leading 28-21 right here from Callaway Stadium on Eagle Sports.
When a football team ends up with 12 men on the field, it means somebody forgot to double check. And when you end up paying more for your car insurance than you need, it could also mean somebody forgot to double check. That's why State Farm will do a free discount double check by going through your policies to make sure you're getting all the discounts you deserve. Because those discounts mean big league savings. It pays to double check. Call your State Farm agent, Matt Orr, on the square in downtown LaGrange. There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you had as much fun with that break as I did, getting a chance to talk to Coach Kraft from over at Troup High School, joining the Troup High School staff as their head coach, and also Johnny Hurd, the director of the Pride of Troup County, the Troup High School Tiger Marching Band. We're getting ready to start the second half of play. Real quickly, let's recap some of the scoring from the first half. The Troup High School Tigers, they had the ball first, 3 and out. They had to punt the ball away, just weren't able to move it too well. A little jitters, they kind of getting the rhythm down of things. Harris County, they get the ball from the 41, drive it all the way down, and score a touchdown pretty quick. 9:37 on the clock when they score. 6-0 was the score at that time. Tigers got the ball and answered really quick, come back down the field. 6-6 was your score. Had a little trouble with the point after touchdown. Harris County got the ball, but they were 3 and out. They had to punt the ball away back to Troup High School. Tigers get the ball, and they score again. This time they take it in on a 1-yard run. 13-6. Again, we have trouble with the actually we get the extra point, the point after touchdown that time, so 13-6 is the score. Still in the first quarter, Harris County gets the ball. They drive down. 65-yard touchdown by Calvin Harris, who's been the story for Harris County the whole first half, and they're leading 13-14.
Jack, I was reading an article where Glisson was interviewed, and he said that the key word this year is potential. The team had a lot of potential. I think we're seeing some of that realized potential in the first half. So,
well, potential and consistency. That's another big word for this team. And you saw that in that second quarter, especially as Montez very kind of poised in the pocket, able to dish the ball out to several different folks. Very, very impressive. Real quick, in the second quarter, the Tigers were able to score. Montez Crow had a 3-yard touchdown run after a huge catch by Kobe Hudson. 21-14 was the score with 10:23 left to go. And then finally, Crow was able to throw the ball to Thrash. The first play drove it all the way down, and Thrash goes on to catch the ball on a fade route to the corner. 28-14 is your score. Quickly, Harris did have a point there at the end of the first half. 28-21 is your score right now as we go into the second half of play.
Jamari's certainly given a thrashing in the first half.
I felt that one was coming on too.
I am your brother.
Yeah, well, we learned from the best. There's this. We're going to kick the ball off. High kick again, as we understand it. The kicking will not be live this second. No fact, nobody moved. Actually, the ball goes out of bounds. They'll bring it up to the 35, and that's where Harris County will have it 1st and 10. So we'll have to look at our programs a little bit more this time, as we're going to have some newer faces and that sort of thing out on the field.
Yeah, I would imagine a young person in this second half, you want to leave today them talking about you, for the future.
Yeah, did you see?
Right.
That's a phrase you want your coaches to definitely be saying. Did you see that guy do that thing on that play?
Right, and maybe even say, "Hey, coach, why not now?" It may not be at the top of your depth chart now, but I'd like to find my way up there, as the season progresses.
So actually, they bring the ball to the 25, and that's where Harris County will have it 1st and 10. This time, their quarterback is number 16, excuse me. Takes the snap, hands the ball to his right, and he'll be hit and brought down just short of the 30-yard line. Let me get that. Number 16, that's Seth Chapman is the quarterback.
He's a senior, Jack. Another big kid, 6'1", 185.
He handed the ball off going around that right side. Good job by the front line. We'll get some of those numbers for you as we go. 56 is down at the nose tackle, and that young man's name is Michael Irvin. Wow, the sophomore. There's the snap. Quickly out by the senior. A nice catch, and I think the receiver didn't realize that this was live. If you catch the ball, you're going to get hit, young man. That's number 3, Zeb Kaboski.
That ball came out with some zip there, Jack. He definitely.
Chapman looked pretty good on that play.
Yeah.
So a first down for Harris County, ball resting at the 37-yard line. I formation. Actually, the pistol set as the quarterback is in front of the receiver. Steps back, hands the ball off. They got a line to the outside, very much like Calvin Harris had a lot in that first half.
Nice game.
Number 46 is the ball carrier that time. His name is Joel Hubbard.
I think 33 for Troup. I'm not sure who that is. Jack made the stop. You have 33 on there?
Yes.
Carlos.
Carlos Cato.
Yeah, sophomore.
I think let's see. I have to check on that. I may know this Chapman kid that's playing quarterback. Steps off, hands to the right, going around the right side, close to the 50-yard line before he's brought down.
First down.
Number 28 for the Tigers. Devon Hill, sophomore defensive back, makes the tackle.
It's Joel Hubbard, that is another senior. So we've got a senior quarterback and a senior running back for Harris County right now in the second half.
10:31 left to go in the third. 28-21 in favor of the Troup High School Tigers. There's the snap. Backs up the pass looking. Good throw. Uses his whole body for the throw, Brad. I like that motion. He comes back and goes all the way forward.
It's a very nice short arm. He did not elongated. No wasted motion. At his ear, out, and good completion.
Second down and 6.
They make their way back to the line of scrimmage.
Moving the ball well.
Wing to the left. Same formation as they ran in with the first team offense. Coming down the line, handoff going around the right side. They'll pick up the first down right at the 4. Actually, maybe just short. Let's see where they mark it. That time, number 33, Carlos Cato, once again, the sophomore.
Just short,
down
right?
lineman. Now, he is not a big man. I want to see if I can find his Cato's size. I've got some size charts here. Let's see if I can find that, because he is not the biggest guy on the field, but it's twice we've called his name.
Yeah. Quick offense here, Jack. Hurry up, and almost not exactly hurry up, but they're definitely.
Chapman to his tailback, who's hit hard this time at the 40. They do get the first down across to the 38-yard line.
They're getting the plays in and executing the plays, and got a nice little drive. So Troup needs to stiffen up here.
They look to the sideline to get their calls. And when you know it, I don't have him on this one.
Phantom number.
Yeah, well, I have my research and then some other stuff that I've pulled, and it doesn't have all the stuff I want. They roll to the right, throwing downfield, incomplete, through the inside instead of the outside shoulder of the receiver.
That's one of those passes that you throw, and the coaches are all holding their breath.
Yeah, well, that could have been picked off. You're right. Harris County now back to the line of scrimmage. Straight four-man front for the Tigers, including number 35, Josh Tidwell, sophomore. Tigers showing blitz. Step up. They blitz right into the hole, but he gets by him. The tailback going all the way to the 25-yard line.
Now, we saw Wortham. That was Wortham, number 26, I'm sorry, in the first half.
AK.
So AK Wortham.
Also known as Wortham.
Also known as. So he's getting a little more action in the second half.
And you can kind of roll that in because, he's, it's not just underclassmen. It's the people who don't start.
Right.
So they're getting a chance to get in there and play. Chapman hands off to tailback going around the right side. A little bit different for the Tigers. Tigers are mostly underclassmen.
Oh, you could tell.
Sophomores and freshmen.
It's a considerable size difference from the first half.
And also what you notice is just the numbers. The Tigers dressing out almost 100 kids, as over there probably only about 50 for Harris County. 8-13 as the clock continues to run. 28-21 your score. The Tigers leading the Harris County Tigers. Be interesting to see what the young Tiger offense looks like. Here comes Harris County. And again, we're having a little bit of a hard time with the tackling. We got to put a helmet on a few folks. I was watching number 80, Xavier Clark. Tall, good-looking kid, freshman, but just struggling to find that right place to be. He had a nice run, a blitz on the previous play, and I like the way that he's attacking the ball.
My ADD took over just a second ago, and I'm watching some of the starters watching the underclassmen perform. So it's interesting watching them.
Pass is caught, and it's going to be number 8, the Trent DeGracia. And they've driven the ball all the way down. Actually, remember, they took it from the 25, so almost 70 yards they've gone down. Actually, probably about 65 is the ball now resting at the 15.
Yes,
10, excuse me.
Definitely time of possession here has been all Harris County since we've started the second half.
They tightened up their splits a little bit. Quarterback's going to roll out, looking, throws, bounces out of his hands, and he had a touchdown on his hands if he was able to bring that in.
Jack, another good-looking throw from the quarterback there.
And you got to be happy if you're Harris County that you've got you enjoyed what you've seen from your starter in Mahone, but you've got Chapman that can step right in.
You may want to give him a look, as they progress. Not that Mahone looked bad, Mahone looked good too. So they've got, like you said, they've got two good options there.
Even the running back in Wortham, we saw Mahone do such a good job. Actually, not Mahone, but Harris.
Harris, yeah.
He was all we talked about. But also Wortham, who scored a touchdown, is looking pretty good for Harris as well. Hand off to the right side by Wortham to 5, going into the end zone. Touchdown for Harris County. 7:13 left to go. And again, the clock runs pretty much, except it'll stop on the touchdown. But as far as I'm concerned, the Tigers have pretty much already won this one. It's just a matter of how things go here in the second half. They'll attempt a point after touchdown.
Yeah, their best versus Troup's best, and that was determined in the first half.
Yeah, I think so. Waiting on the snap. Number 42 is on to do the kicking. They were waiting on a player to come in. 42, who we still don't have his number.
Remember that's that black hole of numbers for Harris County.
Don't like the 40s. Snap is up, kick is up, and it's good. So 28-28 is our score now. We'll take a timeout. Let's take 60 seconds back to the station right here on Eagle Sports.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's the step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
When it comes to your health, nobody beats the home team at WellStar West Georgia Medical Center. Named #1 large hospital by Georgia Trend Magazine. Nationally ranked a top 100 hospital by Troup Health. And one of the 100 great community hospitals by Becker's Hospital Review. WellStar West Georgia Medical Center is your award-winning team in LaGrange. Visit wellstar.org/WGMC to learn more. We believe in life well lived.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. And Harris County about to kick the ball off.
So we get to see the kicking part, but not the return part.
And there goes the kicking part. Ninth, his best kick tonight. And it'll be caught down at about the 12-yard line. They'll bring it up to the 25, and that's where the Tigers will have it 1st and 10. We're enjoying tonight in our preseason game. It is the third quarter of play. We're down to 7-11. 28-28 is your score. And the younger players, the younger Tigers from both teams on the field. Looks like for the Harris County Tigers, they've got not necessarily the younger players, but some of the guys that don't get on the field quite as much. And on the Troup High School Tigers, it is a lot of young players. Looking at now, I take that back. I see Vicente Stafford, who did get a chance to play as much as after an injury last year. He's out a wide out on this near side. There's a snap to the and a nice run for the Tigers to start things off. That's number 2. Actually, they put Kobe Hudson in at a tailback position. And he is a sophomore, so he is a younger player.
Right.
Pretty neat there to see him do that.
I'm sure he just needed some more touches. I mean, if you think about it.
Well, as many chances. Sidney Lawson is the junior quarterback. He's in there looking to the sideline, along with number 23, Luke Purnell. Luke is whirling over to the tight end on the left side. That's where Bridwell played and picked up a couple of good passes over the course of the ball game. Handoff once again to Hudson. Hudson, hard to bring down. Hudson to the 50. Hudson to the 45, makes a move, gets to the 40, goes out of bounds at about the 37-yard line, and he runs effortlessly.
Man amongst boys in this particular situation, Jack, they can't catch him, they can't stop him. I saw a few tugs at his jersey, but they had to let go unless they want to just ride him all the way to the end zone.
Don't want to lose a finger. Don't pull on Kobe Manscaped. 6:25 left to go. 28-28, as we mentioned, is the score. Twins to the far side, man wide to this near side. And we're going to pass the ball across the middle, complete to the 30-yard line. Let's see who that was. Luke Purnell, we mentioned him a minute ago. He runs the play that Bridwell was running as well.
That's right.
That's going to get scouted out probably at some point, but it sure is effective right now.
Well, we hadn't seen it all game, so it's a perfect time to pull it out.
Quarterback Lawson fakes the handoff, throws across the middle, complete. Oh, nice in and out. Vicente Stafford all the way down to the 5, brought out of bounds at the 2-yard line. And he's a young man.
Touchdown, Jack.
Oh, they're going to call him with a touchdown. He knocks down the pylon. So touchdown, Tigers! Vicente Stafford goes in for the score.
Yeah, that Harris County made a good effort there, right there next to the end zone, but he knocked that pylon over and put it in for 6.
So great catch. He was able to make a little inside-out move and goes down the field to score the touchdown.
Is that King out there for kicking? I mean, not kicking, but protection?
Not sure. Nick Schweitzer holding. Snap, hold, kick is up. And it barely makes it through, but it does go in for the Tiger score. 6:02 left to go in the third quarter of play. 34-28 is your score. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger football right here on Eagle Sports.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics, well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
Now back to more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. Old friend from high school, John Middlebrooks, sending some love out there on the social media world. Enjoyed hearing Brad and I doing the game. His brother Scott Middlebrooks kind of reminds me of the two of us. Those two guys could probably talk football just about as well as we can.
I would imagine so, Jack. I don't know of any better way to pass the time is be with your family and talk sports.
I was joking with some guys the other day that the Super Bowl is like Christmas to us. We get together and do as much for it as we do for a lot of like Easter or Thanksgiving or just about anything else. And we're really happy in the first half of this last Super Bowl.
Yeah, oh my goodness.
There's the kick. And be taken at about dropped at about this was live, dropped at the 17. They'll bring it out to the 25, and Harris County will have it there 1st and 10.
Makes it a bit anticlimactic now, right, Jack? You see that ball up, and everybody's just standing and watching the ball end over end. So,
well, a little bit surprising. In some previous years, the guys have actually moved to the ball. So, like if you set up your wall, you try to at least spot out and place yourselves like you would be if you were running it live.
Right.
And then the defensive team would just at least run down the field, stop at about the 40, 35, something like that. But not live, at least just a little shells kind of version.
Let's see if Troup can stop those quick outs that they were throwing here.
Chapman going to hand the ball off, and his tailback winding his way through there.
It's Joel Hubbard, Jack, that senior that is getting some touches.
Brought down by Montavious Miller-Ray, a senior D-back. Split him on wide to this near side, and glad we're not doing a lot of Harris County games because I can't read their numbers. Quickly handed off in the backfield to 46, and we're going to bring him down. That's once again Miller-Ray.
They're getting close to midfield again, Jack, so Troup did a good job of answering Harris County score, and now Harris County feels like they should answer too.
35-28, 5:29 left to go in this third quarter of play. Once again, Chapman calls for the snap, backs up to pass, looking, has some time, steps up, we almost pick it off. Oh my goodness gracious. That time, number 88 for the Tigers stepped up and almost pulled that one down.
Jack, nice break on the ball there. He read his eyes the whole way.
Perfectly, yep. And see if I got that young man's number. Zy Varner.
See, what grade's he in?
I don't know.
Yeah.
He did a good job there.
Let's say high school.
And once again, the running game from Harris County, I would never try to pass the ball again if I was them. Zy's a freshman. That was a upperclassman move he made on the ball there. He's
got great height, Jack.
Mm-hmm. Harris County looks at the sideline. Ball rests exactly on the 50-yard line. 35-28, 4:46 left to go in the third. We'll roll a man over to the far side to watch a little spy. He gets to the outside, running back, and good job. That's 88 once again, Zy Varner. Zy's trying to get a name for himself as a freshman. Already involved in a couple of big plays, but that will be a first down for Harris County.
A.K. Wortham again for Harris County. He's listed as an outside linebacker, but maybe we need to cross that out.
Chapman calls for the snap. Bumps into his tailback, but gets it to him.
Good job there, Troup.
This time it's 46 as the ball carrier. That's a Hubbard.
No yardage there. Maybe a half yard, Jack.
They're going to give him, about a foot probably. So second down and 9.5.
A 3-and-out would be good for this second half squad, Jack. Get some confidence here.
They definitely don't have the. They're not rattling around out there this time. They're going to pass the ball. Chapman looking, got a good arm, overthrows his intended receiver, number 14 for Harris County.
Covered fairly well. I think they would have made the tackle. So maybe just a short gain, even if they were to connect on that pass.
Check that. 44. Zach Hill was the intended receiver. Third down now for Harris County. And you like that they're giving this young man an opportunity to do more than just hand the ball off. Build for the future, give him a chance to do that, especially since he's a senior. There's a snap, steps back, hands the ball off to the tailback. Again, he just kind of rides the wave across the 40 to the 39-yard line.
When he goes into traffic, he has that hand out for that stiff arm and made a nice spin move. So two seniors for Harris County doing a good job in the second half. Versus some younger guys.
Yep. Number 59, Khalif Thornton, the junior defensive lineman, comes in the ball game. He'll go down that front line. Harris County moving some guys around. Everybody's not sure where to be. 4 down linemen for the Tigers. Handoff. They try to trap and pull a little bit. He gets across the 35 down to the 34-yard line. And a late flag, and that doesn't look good. That could be against the Tigers.
So we don't see another personal foul here, or face mask or something. I don't know.
Could be face mask, could be a late hit.
Didn't see the late hit.
Whatever it was, it happened right at the official's feet. And he was right there on top of it and just whipped that flag right out as soon as he saw it. Looking at the white hat and see what he says.
So I'm sure the referees are going through their preseason workouts here.
Let's see. That's going to go against Harris County. Unsportsmanlike conduct at the end of that play. So I don't know if there's a punch thrown or something like that, possibly.
Something said, maybe.
Yep. Please, sir, don't hit me there. I find it offensive when you do that. 3:04 left to go.
These are public schools, Jack.
There are lots of things that you can say in public. Back to the pistol set. Chapman in at quarterback. Takes the snap, turns around, hands the ball off to his tailback. They've done this a lot tonight, as Harris County. He'll get back to the 45, but he's still got quite a ways to go before he gets that first down. Down to 2:41, 35-28 is your score.
He did get a lot of it back, though, there.
Yep. Almost 10 yards on that play. But farther than I thought he had gone. Here comes the snap, steps back, fakes the handoff. Actually, Chapman's going to keep it himself. Winds his way, finds some big seam to the 30, cuts back inside. Maybe that wasn't your best. Ball's loose. Tigers are on it.
Troop's got it.
Chapman loses it, trying to make a really ill-advised cut back inside.
He had the yardage he needed. He just should have gone down.
Had the yardage he needed, plus if he just stepped to his left, would have gone out of bounds, stopped the clock, and keep rolling. Instead, he wanted to get that a little bit more. Sometimes you get greedy and you lose the ball.
It livened up this good-sized crowd, though, Jack. The crowd had definitely settled into second half preseason football.
And a malaise.
Yeah, so now that big turnover there woke everybody up on this Friday evening.
35-28, 2:15 left to go in the third. Here come the Troup High School Tigers. They were led by Sidney Lawson in the last series. Let's see who's going to step in at quarterback this time. It's going to be Sidney. He'll stay in there. He's going to have number 27, Trey Williams, to his left. Toss sweep to Trey. Good old-fashioned toss sweep. Going to try to get to the corner, and he does. Picks up at least 5, second and 5.
Trey has good speed, Jack. Got to that outside. Nice gain on first down.
I love good old-fashioned plays sometimes, and that's one of my favorites, just a good old-fashioned toss sweep around the left side. student body left. Everybody pulls to that left.
One of those plays you don't see in the NFL.
Not at all.
Much.
Unless it's a down the field pass, you just don't like to see that ball come out of the quarterback's hands unless it's direct heading off.
Yeah.
They're so quick in the NFL. Gosh, they're so quick.
Amazing.
Man in motion from the far side.
Good
toss to him, and a great open field he's got. Good start block by the outside, and he gets to the 50-yard line. And I tell you, got to give number 9, Will Horton, senior wide receiver. He didn't actually hit anybody as a blocker, but he stalled. It got between two guys that couldn't get to the outside man for the Tigers.
Jack, that was 81, right?
Yep.
Mark Anthony Dixon, a sophomore, so looks like a sophomore making his name known here in the second half.
Yeah, and he caught a couple of passes in the first half.
That's right. I forgot about that. My bad.
No. Just we kind of snuck him in.
Yeah.
35-28, as we mentioned, a minute 26 left to go. Tigers looking to the sideline to get their play. They've got it. They're going to make their way back to the line of scrimmage. Again, Tigers don't huddle. They just look to the sideline. They need to call it quick.
Yeah.
We don't have the play clocks here this year. Actually, right now. I'm sure we'll have them for the regular season. There's the snap. We're going to throw a quick out. Nice fake. Up the field.
Gone.
First down to the 40.
He's gone.
30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Tigers. That's Mark Anthony Dixon, number 81. We just talked about him. He makes a tremendous job by the quarterback, Lawson. Lawson fakes the handoff going around the right side, just turns, does a quick out, catches him in motion. As he catches the ball, turns the corner, and he's gone.
Harris County DBs had the angle, Jack. He outrun the angle.
Yep.
So, great run, great finish there.
So Mark Anthony picks up a big touchdown, and the Tigers have scored twice with this young offense. Here, you said it right. King is actually blocking on the extra point.
I thought,
yep.
Who's that big guy?
The biggest guy on the field right now is King Bakuda. But no, that one's going to go wide left.
His pads don't look like they fit well.
No, they don't have any of his size. 41-28 is your score. Troup High School Tigers leading this one right here on Eagle Sports.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's the step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
Brandon, in the break, you made a great observation. We were watching King Bakuda, who was supposed to be on the outside wing on the extra point. He was late coming out there.
Just a bit late, not that much late.
And as he's coming off the field, even though the whole field team's coming off, coaches isolated him, reminded him of his responsibility, and he had to drop and give him 20.
I like that, Jack. King is one of their superior players. He's a great player on this team, but there are no double standards. It would appear.
No, you got to do the job. You got to be the one who's if you're going to step up into those positions, you've got to be somebody that's going to be responsible the whole time as well. Here come the Harris County Tigers. Their offense will make their way on the field. In fact, right before they do, let's take 30 seconds back to the station. A minute 15 left to go. Tigers leading 41-28 on Eagle Sports.
There's a storm coming. We may not know its path, but your independent auto owner's insurance agent knows no matter what happens, we'll be there when you need us most. Strong through every storm. That's how it's been for our first 100 years, and how it will be for generations to come.
Mallory Agency at MalloryAgency.com. For all your insurance needs, it's the Mallory Agency.
The action continues now with more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. Jack Mormon, Brad Mormon, my brother. 7 years my junior.
What are you, 38, Jack?
Yeah, that's it.
I just turned.
You're 31.
31.
That is not true.
I'm not near middle age anymore.
Yeah, there you go. Clock ticks down 32 seconds. 41-28, as we mentioned. Harris County gets about 4 yards on the play. Back to the line of scrimmage. Chapman checks his line. He has a tight end to his left. A lot of adjustments on the Harris County line. They're struggling right now to get back in the right place. Chapman looks, and he's going to be sacked.
Nowhere to go.
He'll lose the ball back at about the 27-yard line. And we've liked him, but you can see why you've got Mahone in there at the starting position.
Well, if he gets outside and has some blocking, he definitely can gain yardage. But there, between the hashes, it's hard for him to escape.
41-28 is your score at the end of the third quarter play. Let's take 60 seconds back to the station as you're listening to Troup High School Tiger Football on Eagle Sports.
Here's Perry Prather, head pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy.
The one thing that I've always done, Coleman, is through the years, I have found that patients respond in different ways. And as a pharmacist, I try to find those ways that you can communicate with every patient. Every patient's different. A lot of times, hard times are related to their medicine. And just a good, positive word from somebody every day is better than a lot of medicine could ever be.
Holmes Pharmacy, Commerce Avenue in LaGrange and Hamilton.
Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger Football. Jack Mormon, Brad Mormon live here from Callaway Stadium. They're about to put a fresh set of minutes on the clock to end this thing. We're going into the fourth quarter play. The Tigers playing well. Both the older players and the younger players doing well. Harris County going to have to punt the ball away here. Waiting for the clock to get all the minutes on it. Come on, clock. There it goes. There's 12. There we are. Stepping up to kick the ball off on this punt. Again, it's not live. It's actually,
nice
wow. Great kick. Taken at the 40. And I'm looking, Kobe Hudson's back there deep. And I think he's thinking, wow, I wish I could have returned that sucker.
That'd be another 6 points there.
So here come the Tigers again. Sidney Lawson just got a big congratulations for him as a junior and did a great job. Led the team to 2 touchdowns in this third quarter of play. So that's the fourth. We'll see who they roll out as the quarterback. It looks like it's going to be Lawson again. And like that, he's getting all this playing time. Behind a younger line, I'm looking at Tyler Kitchens. He's a freshman down there as an offensive lineman. Kind of reminds me of my size as I played at 152 pounds as a senior so long ago, with just not the same weight programs as they have nowadays. There's a snap. Lawson, he's hit at the line of scrimmage.
When you slide a frame, you have to rely on technique and just passion, I guess, right,
Well,
Jack?
mine was just pure meanness. I just the idea that someone was going to beat me to the ball, I just could never stand. And so I just was I was a very Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, the nicest guy in the halls, but you put a helmet on, and I really was not a nice fellow.
I'm glad that didn't translate into your job as a principal at Hollis Hand.
It's the reverse. I'm really nice now. Again, once again, a handoff, and the defense is now kind of preying on this younger Troup High School offensive line.
But this second half offensive squad's given them a nice cushion, 41-28.
Yeah,
so,
it really has. Right now it's about some just turning up some time off the clock. Can we get a first down out of this?
Right.
Keep that defense from having to come back out onto the field right now. Of course, they're hungry to get some playing time as well.
Right.
Lawson backs up to pass, looking, got some time.
Ooh.
Wait, good arm.
Pretty
got
ball.
a man. Good. He catches it.
Yeah.
10, 5, touchdown, Tigers.
Did Montez Crow just throw that ball?
What a gorgeous pass. Complete to number 14, Jarrell Smith, the sophomore wide receiver.
What's the flag for? A celebration, maybe?
Probably.
I mean, that should celebrate. That ball was thrown inside, just where he could get it.
You couldn't make me stop celebrating after something like that.
No, not at all.
So let's look to the white hat and see what he's got. Yep, unsportsmanlike.
I'm not a fan of that call, but I know some
now the
out there in our listening audience, they don't like some of the showboating, but I'll tell you what, when you're out there and you're performing at such a high level and you have that type of success, I mean.
I didn't see the show up movement.
I didn't either.
He goes out of bounds, he comes around, he tosses the ball to the official, and then jumps up and does the chest bump with a couple of players.
I guess the best thing to do is try to sprint to the sidelines and celebrate over there, but
actually,
it's so much sweeter in the end zone.
Oh, let's do it on the field. One of my favorite players when I was in high school was Mark Gastineau. Mark Gastineau was not a nice player. He had a habit of smacking the helmets of quarterbacks once he made a sack. And I can remember in my senior year, I had a really nice sack against Upson Lee, and I sat on the chest of the quarterback, slapping his helmet backwards and forwards, and Ken Smith had to drag me off of him. It was a great night.
Who's your daddy?
Oh, my goodness. So there's the point after touchdown, and it is good. It looks like they waved the flag off, Brandon. They did not put it there unless they're going to back them up on the kick. But again, we're not running live kicks. It really doesn't make a lot of sense.
No.
It's 48-28. Tigers leading by 20. Let's take 60 seconds back to the station on Eagle Sports.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
There's a storm coming. We may not know its path, but your independent auto owner's insurance agent knows. No matter what happens, we'll be there when you need us most. Strong through every storm. That's how it's been for our first 100 years. And how it will be for generations to come.
Mallory Agency at MalloryAgency.com. For all your insurance needs, it's the Mallory Agency.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at Eagle1023.com. Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. Brad, we've been really proud of the job that Montez Crow did in leading the offense in the first half. But let's talk about Sidney Lawson for a second. He's got 3 touchdown passes in the second half of play to 3 different receivers. Vicente Stafford to Mark Anthony Dixon, and then right then to Jarrell Smith.
I tell you, you come away as a player like that, you come away a game like this and say, I can do that job. I can make plays for my team. Put me in, coach.
They're going to go around this left side, and tackle is going to be made by the Tigers. Second down and about 8.
Some people would say, well, you've got so many talented players and there's only one football out there, but that's a good problem to have as a coaching staff, right, Jack?
Oh, no doubt about it. Well, and you mentioned a minute ago, it's next man up. Who's going to step up and make the play? Who's going to be the guy that's going to step in if somebody goes down?
Got a little jump there.
Well, and that was going to be, it should be against Harris County. Their outside receivers moved, and they'll back them up 5. If you are happen to get in your car and you're listening to us out there, we do appreciate you joining us from there. Also, if you're listening tonight, if you come to the game, bring your little headset. You can listen to us on your phone at eagle1023.com. You can listen, of course, on the radio. I got to tell you, I've been told that it's kind of a neat experience to be watching the game and listening to us talk about it as you go.
I have a friend all the way in Tampa, Stephen Bradley, streaming us tonight, Jack.
Oh, how cool, yeah. They roll out to the right, throw it, and going to fall flat. And we've seen Chapman throw a much better ball than that, and it did not look that good. Stephen, one of the most interesting guys I've ever met. He's a great friend, and it's just a unique character.
Unique, interesting. Those are 2 terms that you could describe him, but describe any of us, right?
Depends on how late it is at night. I'm not that interesting after a certain point in time. Actually, Mason Corey is the new quarterback for Harris County, so that's one of the reasons that he's not looking quite as good. He's a junior, 5'11", 155. He's going to run the ball and get wrapped up pretty good. Tackle led by number 45, Jordan Adams, a freshman linebacker. And we got a lot of young players out there right now, Brad.
Well, I don't want to call it garbage time, but it smells a little bit like garbage time.
We're going to look at some of these young guys. Number 80, Xavier Clark, is out there on the field. A lot of mamas like to hear their sons' names mentioned out there. Let's see if we can get some of those out there for you. Also, number 28, Devon Hill, a sophomore defensive back. 34 over on the far side. That's Jeremiah McKinney, a junior. And they're going to punt the ball away. Again, just kind of rest there once they punt it. But a nice punt earlier by Harris County. Low snap. And let's take a moment to compliment this defense. We just talked about the offense. That's back-to-back 3-and-outs that this young Tiger defense will be able to put on.
You know, in the third quarter, Jack, we were talking about the amount of yardage that was being given up by by Troup. But, you know, in that second half here. But now they've sort of rebounded and stiffened up, and they're looking good.
9:05 left to go in this contest, 48-28. And, you know, again, I don't want to cast too much expectation, but you think, you know, we began the season last year falling to Harris County. We took on Hardaway, almost came back and won that ball game, but then we kind of broke through and kept on going. Coach is talking about consistency, talking about momentum, and if we can take just a preseason game and walk it through, what could this season look like? Tigers going to pass the ball again and get looks like a first
new quarterback,
down.
Jack.
Yep,
for Troup.
Looking down there. Let's see who that is. That is number 32 for the Tigers.
His shirt's
Nick Schweitzer. That's the athletic director, Coach Schweitzer. That's his son.
Yeah, nice looking ball there.
Yeah, right over the ear hole. Nice
Yeah.
nice execution of throwing the ball.
Nice spiral.
Mm-hmm. Don't know why they're whistling that ball dead. Somebody's shoes untied, it looks like. Also, some of the younger Tigers that are down there include number 31, Notorian Allen, a freshman, along with, we mentioned Nick out there, number 32.
You know, Jack, I've seen in some of the preseason games they have a running clock. They don't do this. It just depends.
I think that tonight it's the coach's decision.
Okay.
And so they have decided to play this a little bit more like a game tonight, and I've appreciated it.
Yeah, certainly.
And also I appreciate it because we can hear more from our sponsors, get them in. A high snap. Young.
Nice recovery.
And a very, very good presence of mind by the tailback who picks up the ball. That's 31, Notorian Allen. Notorian picks it up, gets all the way back across the line of scrimmage, and actually picks up a yard on a broken play.
What an effort. It bounces off the turf, Jack, and goes right in his hands, and he's off to the races.
Gotta like that. 8:10 left to go. Some younger Harris County players making their way onto the field now. On the far side, number 23, Luke Purnell, caught a pass earlier. He's in the slot position. Schweitzer airs it out, got a man wide open. Catches it. Little stumble by 85, Quan Williams, the freshman.
Jack.
He fumbled the ball at the end.
Jack,
as he went down,
you think so?
They give
That's
it.
what they're calling, but
I think he was already down, but they're going to say that he fumbled the ball
out.
at the end.
Maybe it was coming because the kid did do a good job recovering. Yeah. Harris County reached behind him and stripped it out.
Tried to knock it out, but bless his heart.
But nice play.
Quan Williams, the freshman wide receiver, caught the ball, a little stumble there. The defensive back caught up with him. It's still going to be a catch, and it's still a big catch, but he does lose the ball at the end.
You said Schweitzer, Jack, that was a nice pass.
Yeah, real nice. And again, a lot of arm strength just because of the way that he throws that. It's not a wind up and throw everything just right across. A lot of great mechanics there. Another shoe in time. No, actually a timeout for the Troup High School Tigers. They take a timeout. We take one as well. 48-28 with 7:41 left to go in this contest. Listen to Troup High School Tiger football on Eagle Sports.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's a step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
Welcome back. Harris County has the ball. A great job by Quan Williams to bring in the ball and get the ball down to right at the 6-yard line, but lost it at the last moment. A good recovery by the defensive back. So now Harris County has the ball going from right to left. But now they're in kind of a hole in the Troup defense. Even this young defense has done a good job. So let's see what happens here.
Turnover would be nice.
There's the snap. And we hit him pretty hard right at the
Jack,
5.
47.
47 is Hunter Walker, a freshman.
Oh, Jack, he stuck that kid. Stood him up. Looked like a Ray Lewis stand up there.
Plays whistled in. They have twins to the right, to the far side. Man wide to this near side. Ball still only getting about 1 that last time. Hand off to the tailback. He's going to go outside in, get to the 10, but he's still got about 6 more yards to go to get a first down.
Coach Glisson down there still encouraging his players, still talking to them.
Coach Glisson's talking.
Yeah.
I tell you what, he's done a tremendous job in building this program, and also something he's done is really gotten out into the community. I know he had a chance several times over the summer to speak to youth groups at the local churches, to be the featured speaker at some of those events, and just really proud of his efforts to get not just working with the kids on the football team, but also in our community and inspire them as well.
You can really tell.
They're going to air out a pass there, and it's going to fall way short. Not a whole lot of air on that one. Mason Corey, the junior quarterback, just doesn't have the arm of either of the previous 2 guys that were in.
No. But, he's put the work in, and he's been a part of the program, and you got to
give him a shot.
Got to give him a shot.
So, again, this young defense, that's 3 and out with the back seat. So they're going to punt the ball, and the Tigers are going to have great field position with 6:18 left to go.
59, Jack, for Troup. That is a big kid.
Number 59 is Khalif Thornton. Standing in the end zone is the punter. Thankfully, he's really happy that this is not live. It'll get to the 40, and that's where the Tigers will have it 1st and 10. 60 seconds back to the station right here on Eagle Sports.
When it comes to your health, nobody beats the home team at Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center. Named #1 large hospital by Georgia Trend Magazine. Nationally ranked a top 100 hospital by Truven Health. And one of the 100 great community hospitals by Becker's Hospital Review. Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center is your award-winning team in LaGrange. Visit wellstar.org/WGMC to learn more. We believe in life well lived.
Now back to more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Love the fight that's in this Tiger offense. First down, 5 yards picked up, 2nd and 5. And again, juniors and actually mostly sophomores and freshmen on the field, and they are hungry to put the ball in the end zone again. Got Schweitzer at the quarterback. There's a man over to his right. Almost had a touchdown pass a moment ago, and he's hungry for one as well. Hands the ball off to 31. This is Natorian Allen. Allen getting to the line. He'll pick up about 3 more. Actually, 2 more. Brings up 3rd down and 4.
So Jack, I would imagine with this group, you have to scale back some of the play calling, what you're doing, so you just sort of stick with what works for that personnel. So, I mean, do you throw full playback.
Well, not the full. No, in fact, if you'll notice, we haven't gone trips at all in the second half.
That's right.
That's I've kind of led for the big guys, but you still are. That's part of the game. It's passing, the play action right there, across the middle. Almost caught.
Gosh.
Alligator arms.
Yeah. Good throw though. Another good throw.
A great throw across the middle. Let's see who that was intended for. For 23, Luke Purnell. Luke's caught one already, but Luke did not extend as that ball was coming to him. There was some traffic there that were around him, and he just kind of kept the arms in, let the ball come to him instead of him going to the ball, and it resulted in the incomplete pass.
Easy for us to say up here.
Oh, my goodness. I had them bounce off my head the 2 times passes came to me the whole time I played. A flag on the play, and it's going to be Schweitzer going around the right side on the busted play.
It's a tough kid.
Yep. He didn't slide.
He knew he was about to get hit.
But there is I think we're going to be offsides. Yep. So they'll back us up 5, and it'll be 4th down. Actually, it'll be 3rd down if they back us up 5. Let's see if they take the play and instead make it a 4th down.
The Yellow Hankies have been on this field today, Jack.
Yeah, but not quite as bad as especially in the second half as I thought it might. Just a couple of personal fouls in the first half. Just some things that kind of happen in a ball game like this. But pretty disciplined by some of the guys here tonight.
Now, I wanted to mention: are you a bit jealous of the water fountains down there nowadays compared to your era?
They have actually cooled water on a little cart that gets rolled around,
a
and
little pump in there
oh
that
my
sort
goodness.
of pumps it to them.
Yeah, during practices we had basically a hose on a plastic pipe with holes drilled in it. That was what we had back in the day.
And then you walk through the snow to get to practice.
Oh, they're going to bring us down right at about the 50-yard line. A good job of blitzing by Harris County. So we'll turn it over on downs. Our defense will come back out. 4:47 left to go. Let's take a quick 30-second break to the station here on Eagle Sports.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's a step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
Harris County going to break out a little bit, get a nice run around the right side that time. Good yardage for them after they make the Tigers go forward and out with their young offense. But we are looking at 48-28 with 4:34 left to go in this contest.
Definitely a more higher scoring game than we saw last year around this time, Jack.
You're right, and the Tiger offense in both the first half and the second half has clicked very well. Running back that time is number 46. We called his name a couple of times.
Yes, the senior, Joel Hubbard.
I guess with Harris on the field so much, he doesn't get a lot of playing time probably. Calvin Harris is somebody we'll hear from a lot, probably.
Yeah, Jack, I'm wondering if he might start getting some buzz in recruitment this year if he puts up big numbers.
Well, again, you got to see what he's going to do also outside of a preseason game. Will his line step up and give him enough opportunities to be seen?
He certainly has the athletic talent, though. He's patient. He picks his holes. So,
the Tiger down on the field. Looks to be number 19, Cal. No, that's not Cal. Binoculars are failing me here.
Order eyes.
Tigers are taking a knee. They'll check on that young man. Let's take 60 seconds back to the station while they check on him right here on Eagle Sports.
Here's Perry Prather, head pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy.
The joy of coming into work in the pharmacy every day is to interact with the patients, get a feel for them, understand them, love them. First of all, you got to love your patients. You got to love people. That's what we do. And as a person and as a business, that's my thing. Is I want to give them the exceptional care. Everybody that comes in here, that we care about them, and that they feel like this is home to them when they get their medicine.
HolmesPharmacy.com in LaGrange and Hamilton.
When it comes to your health, nobody beats the home team at WellStar West Georgia Medical Center. Named #1 large hospital by Georgia Trend Magazine. Nationally ranked a top 100 hospital by Troup Health. And one of the 100 great community hospitals by Becker's Hospital Review. WellStar West Georgia Medical Center is your award-winning team in LaGrange. Visit wellstar.org/WGMC to learn more. We believe in life well lived.
The action continues now with more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports WLAG.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. 3:34 left to go, and Harris County go around the right side.
Oh,
They're going to be really close to picking up the first down. Let's see where they mark it.
Corey Cato, Jack, he came around like a man possessed, tracked that kid down, and made a great tackle.
They will get the first down of it, but he does knock him out of bounds there. It stops the clock with 3:14. 48-28. The Tigers have done a great job tonight of putting the ball into the end zone. Well, it wasn't just me that couldn't undo that thing.
Yeah.
I got Brad trying to repair my binoculars and couldn't get it going the whole time. They're going to pass the ball out there to the end, and they're going to put it in the end zone. So a good job by Harris County to continue to fight to the end.
They kind of fell asleep there. And,
the defensive backs let it get behind them. Yep. But the Tigers continue to lead in this contest, and the offense will have another chance to get back on the field. So we'll look on the positive side of things.
we might see 50. What do you think?
I think it's definitely possible. Then in a preseason game, that would be excellent. I guess a quality program. You're not playing just anybody. Harris County has consistently had a good program over the years. They've done a great job of improving the infrastructure there in Harris County. Got a great stadium to sit and watch a game at. Had a chance to go and watch a couple of soccer games over the past couple of seasons down there.
In that metropolitan area of Pine Mountain.
There's the kick. Actually, Hamilton.
And Hamilton, sorry.
Yeah. Kick is up, and the kick is good. 48-36 is your, 35 is your score. 2:50 left to go in this contest. Let's take a break. We come back. We'll be getting ready to close this thing out. 60 seconds back to the station on Eagle Sports.
There's a storm coming. We may not know its path, but your independent auto owner's insurance agent knows no matter what happens, we'll be there when you need us most. Strong through every storm. That's how it's been for our first 100 years, and how it will be for generations to come.
Mallory Agency at MalloryAgency.com. For all your insurance needs, it's the Mallory Agency.
LaGrange Banking is growing. We've opened a new location in Columbus, and we've adopted a new name that reflects our community roots with an eye on the future. Welcome to Calumet Bank, offering personal and business banking services with the friendliness of neighbors. We work on your schedule, offering daytime business hours and a complete set of mobile apps. Day or night, we've got you covered. Calumet Bank, same great services from people you already know. Life is better at Calumet. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's a step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results, because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. 2:50 left to go in this contest. Twins to this near side, a man wide to the left. And here come the Tigers. Let's see who the young quarterback is this time. I believe it's probably going to continue to be Schweitzer. Yep. Number 32, Nick Schweitzer, takes the ball, hands it off, and not a lot of upward momentum. And this is to be expected. When you get to this point, you've got really the youngest, least experienced guys on the field. And it's not a knock on them, because as I look at the Harris County, there's still some big guys across the way. There's some juniors and seniors that are still getting a chance to play. It's just because of the numbers that they have over there, not quite what Troup has. But every moment they get on the field, you get, the rest. One of my favorite wrestlers, he used to say, to be the man, you got to beat the man. And so if you're going to be a great athlete, you got to be able to beat another great athlete. So these guys getting a chance to be hit and hit other guys that are bigger than them is just going to make them better.
Oh, yeah. Trial by fire, right, Jack? I'd like to see him throw another deep ball, though.
Let's see Schweitzer air it out a little bit. Yep.
Yeah.
We're under 2 minutes.
I know they're trying to work in, what they think they need to work in. But as a fan, I want to see him throw deep here.
Well, even at this point, we want a significant win. We're winning by double digits. That's great, but we want to see even more. It's just the way we are.
We're U.S.
We're Americans.
Americans.
There's the pass.
There you
Aired
go.
out.
He did well.
He aired it out a little bit too much. Harris County comes back for it. It falls incomplete. That's a defensive back that's really kicking himself right now.
That's why I'm not a coach. I'm up here and not down there.
Actually, that's a lot more air than Schweitzer has put under the ball in previous throws.
And he wasn't quite as open.
So they'll have to punt the ball away. 48-35 is our score with a minute 28 left to go. Tigers come back to the line of scrimmage, ready to punt the ball. Been great to have Britt from back at the station joining us up here in the booth. He's been doing a lot of work down in Roanoke at the mothership. But in fact, we had a preseason staff meeting, and he wasn't there. We went to Yama and had a great meal, and no Britt. I mean, he doesn't eat Yama. Okay, he would have brought Burger King in. So
such nutritional value in that establishment.
Yes, that's why I'm this size and he's that size too.
Yama, that's rich.
It's good stuff.
Yes, good.
Punt goes across the 50 down to the 47-yard line with a minute 23 left to go. Harris County breaks the huddle, comes back out on the field. Something to mention too, Brad, as I've watched, and you've probably noticed as well, we've got a young lady that's one of the side judges out there, and also up in the booth our clock operators and a play clock operator are both young ladies. So some women doing a good job with the officiating tonight.
I agree.
Handoff into the line. Tigers going to stop that. He'll get just to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. The bodies are flying everywhere. Minute 13 left to go.
Yeah, I was laughing at Hunter Walker, the freshman. He came flying in and basically did a long jump to avoid the.
He says, "I don't want to hit anybody right now." Harris County snaps the ball. Quarterback's going to keep it, go around the right side. He'll get to the 50, brought down across the 50 at the 48.
Waning minutes here, seconds, Jack. So we're nearing the end.
This is where the clock starts ticking fast. 40-39.
Crowd's still sticking around. Nobody's heading. Too many people heading for the exits.
And if they are, they're listening to us in their car. Slot to this near side and wide right.
Why shouldn't they?
There you go. Back at the pass, looking, airing it out across the middle field. They got a man open, but it's going to be incomplete. That will stop the clock with 19 seconds left to go. Fourth down.
Well-placed ball. That would have been a touchdown, Jack. Number 12 for Harris County, Requito Leonard, was able to get by. But, another senior out there, Jack, in the second half. So they just won't work,
Give them a chance to get out there on that field. Because, you get tired of hitting somebody that you go to school with. You want to hit somebody that goes to another school.
Oh, yeah.
They'll go for it on fourth down here.
Makes it feel better. Look at them. Look at Troup piling up here, Jack, getting ready to
close things out.
Close things out.
And that'll probably be our last play. 15 seconds.
Clock stop.
They'll stop Actually, that was fourth down, so they turned it over on down. So the Troup High School offense will have to come back in the field for one more play.
They're letting it run out, Jack.
You're right, they have. So they'll run it out 1-0, 48-35 in the first preseason game of the season. The Troup High School Tigers come away a victor. We're going to step away. We're going to do 6 spots back to the station, 6 spots. And when we come back, we'll give you a look again to kind of recap what happened in this ball game, talk about what's going to come down the line for the Tigers, and enjoy this great evening. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger Football on Eagle Sports.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com. Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's a step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
There's a storm coming. We may not know its path, but your independent auto owner's insurance agent knows no matter what happens, we'll be there when you need us most. Strong through every storm. That's how it's been for our first 100 years, and how it will be for generations to come.
Mallory Agency at MalloryAgency.com. For all your insurance needs, it's the Mallory Agency.
When it comes to your health, nobody beats the home team at WellStar West Georgia Medical Center. Named #1 large hospital by Georgia Trend Magazine. Nationally ranked a top 100 hospital by Troup Health. And one of the 100 great community hospitals by Becker's Hospital Review. WellStar West Georgia Medical Center is your award-winning team in LaGrange. Visit wellstar.org/WGMC to learn more. We believe in life well lived.
Here's Perry Prather, head pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy.
2002, we decided to make a move from downtown. We bought this building here on Commerce, and we've been here ever since, and it was a move that really changed my business. God's blessed this business. We've been real fortunate, and the customers and the patients have been phenomenal in this town to support Holmes Pharmacy, and we're just proud to be a part of the community and support all the patients and their needs.
That's Holmes Pharmacy, Commerce Avenue in LaGrange. Good food. Where do you find it? Because when you spend your hard-earned money, you want good food. So the place you'll find that good food is at Rogers Barbecue on New Franklin Road in LaGrange, where they only serve American-grown catfish, barbecue cooked to perfection, and with all the fixings to make it worth every penny. Rogers Barbecue is locally owned and run with care since 1945. Come eat with us Monday through Saturday from 11 to 9 or use our carry-out window. Rogers Barbecue, New Franklin Road, LaGrange.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. The Troup High School Tigers have come away with a big winner in this one, 48-35. The Tigers very, very proud of the effort that they gave tonight. As the first half, they kind of came away a victor as the score was 28-21, and that's your starters. Starters that get starters. Great job by Montez Crow. And tell you what, Jamari Thrash coming in, really doing a great job.
Great addition.
Kobe Hudson comes in, has a 2-point conversion. Really, the whole first half really impressed, except for the first drive, which just kind of sputtered out. Bridwell does a tremendous job. You've got Harris from Harris County, kind of a
Anthony,
standout. But Dixon comes in.
Yeah.
Dixon does a great job in the first half. But then what I was so impressed with is the second half Tigers, as they come in with a new quarterback in Lawson, and Lawson is able to throw a touchdown pass to Vicente Stafford, a huge pass to Kobe Hudson. Then you have Dixon catching a touchdown pass, and then Jarrell Smith catching a touchdown pass. So 4 passes right there by a young man who just really lit it up. And the running game kind of did take a step back. We didn't have quite the line that we had, in the first half, but some great things to walk away with. So to think 3 touchdown passes by the underclassmen in the second half, and that's impressive.
You love to see those younger guys, those underclassmen, perform at such a high level. But I want to mention, Jack, reflecting back to last year, I can remember a lot of errors, a lot of things. I can remember our conversation was like, Troup's got a little bit of work to do. This year, you don't see that as much, not nearly as much. It's a lot more polished. Guys know where they're supposed to be. Assignments, I'm sure the coaches notice a bunch of assignments that are missed, but
like the eye in the sky, as he mentioned,
right?
mentioned earlier.
But to an untrained eye, they look good. They look good right now.
Well, I'm proud of a couple of things, too. We talked about it often, about how you're building a program. You're trying to build some consistency. And they're not just reflecting off, hey, we were able to make it 8-3, but we got to make a stand this year. And to come out strong, hard against a Harris County team who was strong in the first half, to be able to beat them in the first half, and then not just lay back, but put 3 more scores on them. So I'm just really, really impressed by what's going on top to bottom with this Troup High School team.
Yeah, you listen to the great coaches. They talk about every season is a new season, and 8-3 last year for Troup. That's great, but that was that season, and so there are some things you can take away from that season. But here they are, more some kids returning, some kids coming in, taking having more playing time, and for them not to rest on what they've done last year and get a good start here, even in a preseason game. I think they're ready for a good season.
So the Glisson mission begins with a win in the first game of the season. We're going to talk about the path as we're going forward. Who do we face next week, and who we're going to face down the line when we come back. Let's take six spots back to the station one more time. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger Football on Eagle Sports.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's the step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results, because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
LaGrange Banking is growing. We've opened a new location in Columbus, and we've adopted a new name that reflects our community roots with an eye on the future. Welcome to Calumet Bank, offering personal and business banking services with the friendliness of neighbors. We work on your schedule, offering daytime business hours and a complete set of mobile apps. Day or night, we've got you covered. Calumet Bank, same great services from people you already know. Life is better at Calumet. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Tara, are you okay?
Yes, I can't believe you found me. I have car trouble and there you are.
Yeah, that's State Farm's 24/7 access.
It's like we have this mental telepathy, you know?
Well, you did start filing your claim with your mobile device. You can access State Farm on your phone, online, even in person at one of the 18,000 neighborhood
State Farm offices. See, mental telepathy.
State Farm is there for you anytime, anywhere. Get to a better state. State Farm.
Connect telepathically with Agent Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange. There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com. Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's the step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results, because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
If you're a renter, you may never know why your landlord starts lawn care at 7 a.m. every Sunday. Or why your car is the goal line for the neighbor kids' soccer games. You may also not know State Farm can save you hundreds by combining your auto and renter's insurance. So protect your car and your stuff with one good neighbor, your State Farm agent. It could save you time and money. One more way, we're here to help life go right.
Visit your LaGrange State Farm agent, Mabel Smith Sharp, online at letmabelquote.com. You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. Jack Mormon, Brad Mormon. Tucker's been doing a great job his first night with us back here on the board. We're real proud of him. And also, of course, we're great to have Brett Thompson up here doing it as well. Also, Scott, back at the station, you've done a great job of keeping us rolling. We're so thankful to you. And, of course, Coleman Weiss, who makes everything happen, including our paychecks. Let's take a look now.
That is the most important thing.
Exactly.
Right?
He does a great job with that. Let's look down the road real quick at what's going to happen next week, as the Troup High School Tigers will be taking on Hardaway. Will actually be here in the friendly confines, but it'll be a 7 o'clock start because it is a Thursday night game coming up next week.
You know, those Thursday night games, that's not something that we used to see in our day, but, you know, with college football and you know, having to share a stadium.
Well, that's the big thing. You got LaGrange College that plays here. You've got Troup High School that plays here. Callaway High. So in LaGrange, you've got so the three high schools and also them. Plus, we got some soccer teams come in here and play on the weekends. And actually, they've added lacrosse lines to the new field because LaGrange College has a lacrosse team, and sometimes they'll come down and play the lacrosse. The red lines on the field are the lacrosse lines. So just this stadium get a lot of use, and it's really great because it becomes a multi-purpose place for the whole community and not just something for just one team.
Yeah, lacrosse is fun to watch. You got to be extreme athlete and great hand-eye coordination to catch it in that web. And I've never played, but I could only imagine.
We had trouble with the little paddle balls on the beach. We couldn't make those happen. But look, of course, Hardaway, as we mentioned, next week. And then looking down the line, we got a Saturday game at Kendrick at 11 o'clock on the Saturday game. So I'm going to have to get up early and hope the hot sign's on at Dunkin' Donuts as I go by there. But we'll go down there, and then Bowden will be playing at Bowden. Lamar County will be coming back in September. They'll be playing back here at Troup County. We'll go to Chapel Hill, which is in Douglasville.
It's not North Carolina?
No. That's a trip I don't want to go make. I tell you that. Sandy Creek will be there in late September. They'll be played here, so that'd be great to have them here at Troup High School. LaGrange will actually be the home team this year, as we'll be here at Callaway Stadium. But here's the neat thing: we'll still be on the same side because LaGrange uses the far side as their home side. Cedartown will be going to Cedartown. Central of Carroll comes to us, and then the last game of the season, just like last year, we'll be driving it all home. Cartersville comes to Troup County this year, and Trevor Lawrence and the Big Purple Hurricane, we'll see what happens with them. And what very well could happen if things go kind of the way I hope it does, Brad, is that you've got the number one, number two team in the region coming to a head at the end of the season.
I would imagine fans should already look to buy tickets for that game if they're available.
Well, I would imagine
that
house. And also Cartersville is going to travel well. They'll bring a lot of kids. But you got to think, if you've won 2 state championships in a row and you're looking for an opportunity to win your 3rd in a row, you're going to come to the region championship game.
Right, and I would imagine the buzz about that quarterback. What would you say his name was?
Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence. Mm-hmm. That quarterback. Just if you're a fan of football at all,
you want to see him play.
You want to see him play. Yeah. Number 1 prospect in the United States. I haven't seen him much, but
I saw him too much last year, 68-0. Well, he never came off the field. I mean, the boy just was awesome.
Well, I look forward to seeing him, but I look forward to him not doing well though on that game. Hopefully, Troup will squash whatever he tries to do to him.
We broke the hearts of Sandy Creek last year, and I'd love to break the hearts of the folks from Cartersville coming up next year. Well, I'll tell you what, folks, it's been a joyful night. I'm excited that football is back and better than ever. My thanks to my brother Brad for joining us up here in the booth. You really came through, buddy.
Hey, man, thanks a lot. I'm glad you asked. Every time you ask me this, I'm like, and then I do it, and then I feel great. that you asked me, and enjoyed the heck out of it.
Well,
really
folks,
did.
we thank you for joining us out there on the web, online. Stephen, we mentioned a long way away, and all of our other friends have been listening to us online tonight. Our thanks to those that are driving home in their cars. We do appreciate you being with us, and all season long here on 96.9, also on Eagle 102.3, and also you would be on there sometimes, eagle123.com, 1240 WLAG. Just lots of different ways that you can access us and be a part of these broadcasts. For Brad Mormon, I'm Jack Mormon. For Britt, for Scott, for Trevor, we appreciate you joining us tonight, and we'll see you next week on the radio.
When it comes to your health, nobody beats the home team at Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center.